I know. The recent Fortnite update added a lot of stuff. There's the pill bugs in BR, the funny one-punch medallion in Blitz, gorillas in Festival. There is a lot of content in this one update. There is so much content, in fact, that you might have missed that Ballistic just had its first major update. And oh my god, it's so good! If you've not played Ballistic in a while, I would highly recommend that you give it another shot. There were so many quality of life changes, little improvements here and there, and textures! We have 2 fully textured maps! That is technically double than what we had before. Since I'm apparently a Fortnite Ballistic YouTuber now, I wanted to go over everything that you might have missed in the new update. This video is going to be separated into 2 parts. The first, we're going to talk about everything I liked in the update, and then we're going to go into my issues that I still have with Ballistic. Not necessarily problems from this update, just problems with the mode in general. The game is still a work in progress, and hopefully these issues get ironed out over time. Anyway, let's get into the good stuff. Let's start off with the newly textured map, and oh, it looks so good! This once gray box of a map has now been brought to life with plants lining the walls, a beautiful throne room, and a constant sunset, giving the whole map this golden hue. It's just oh, mwah, chef's kiss. I am so happy that Hammerfall was the first map to get textured. I already loved playing on this map when it was just a bunch of squares, and after the glow up, it is just so much fun to run around on. They did such a good job with it. There is still one issue I have with the map now, and it's an issue that only really affects me. They ruined my peak! I go in depth about this peak in my solo queue video, but I've grown attached to this B-site peak through these doors. I'm usually able to defend B on my own for a while with this one peak, but now, the wall textures cut into my line of sight and I just can't use it. While I can technically use it, there's this minuscule sliver I can still look down, but it's just not as helpful as it used to be. So, yeah, other than this one tiny issue that exclusively affects me, this map is perfect and I just love what they did with it. Okay, so now that Hammerfall has textures and a bunch of harsh shadows all over the place, you might be wondering the same thing I was. People are going to take advantage of this, right? There's going to be some tryhard that's going to use the superhero skins and try to blend in and hide in optimal places. Except they can't do that. Remember when I said that they added some quality of life updates to the game? Well, you may have noticed this already, but all enemy players now have a red outline around them, giving them visual clarity and helping them stand out from the background. It may not seem like it, but this is such a good addition. You can now clearly tell the difference between friend or foe regardless of what skin the enemy is using, stopping people from using cosmetics to get an advantage. It's such a welcome addition in a mode where visual clarity is everything. Speaking of cosmetics, it seems like a lot of the skin clipping issues have been fixed. I can use skins like Meowskulls without having any clipping issues at all. I don't know if all the clipping issues are gone or not, I haven't done that much testing with it. However, my main skin is now playable with no issues, so that makes me happy. It does make me feel bad for Kyle though, he's having the opposite problem. He uses that customizable Mandalorian skin, and that skin has the fun addition of not having any arms! Woo! Woo! Anyway, this update also had several tiny changes added, some more noticeable than others. For example, Ballistic now has accolades. And they didn't just reuse accolades from BR, they are wholly new graphics that show up in the lower half corner of the screen. This isn't a major change or anything like that, it's just a little visual reward for doing something. I love the way that they keep adding skulls the more kills you get into a match, and if you manage to get an ace, it turns into a card. That's cute. The last quality of life thing I wanted to mention is how you can now refund weapons at the start of a match. After buying something, there's now a back button letting you refund that purchase and get your money back. Now, if you buy the wrong item, you don't have to play through a whole round with a weapon that you didn't want.
I bought the wrong gun. Oh wait. Hell yeah. I love this game.
All of these little quality of life things are just so nice to see added to the game mode. This update also added in a new weapon and a new flex gadget. They added the Veiled SMG, which is basically a more expensive SMG option that just shreds people.
There we go.
Ace.
Nice.
and the new Flex gadget adds in these walls you can throw down and climb on. I've seen a lot of different ways of people using these walls, from closing off the bomb site to blocking off a player's entire sight line. They seem very interesting. I'm still probably gonna stick with Overdrive though. It seems like I'm the only person that really uses this stuff. I don't even think the playtesters use this stuff, because if they did, I feel like they would have found out that speed diffusing still doesn't work.
Oh my god, I had it. It's another fucking speed diffuse glitch.
Let's move on to my problems with Ballistic. For whatever reason, using Overdrive to speed diffuse just doesn't work on some maps, specifically Storm Chaser Cove and Cinderwatch. Speed planting still works perfectly fine, but for some reason speed diffusing can be screwy.
Oh, why is it always this map? Oh, why is it always this map?
This makes me wonder if speed planting and speed diffusing are glitches that aren't something you're actually meant to do. Things like the bar at the top not filling at the same rate as the little E circle, and the fact that, again, some maps you just can't speed diffuse. I just can't help but wonder if this is just an unintentional side effect. If it is, I hope they add it as a feature to Overdrive, because it gives the gadget more to do than just moving fast. Another problem I've been having is on Cinderwatch, and the main problem is that this map just isn't any fun. I just don't like the layout of this tiny map. A-Site is fine. Oh, she's running. A-Site is fine, I don't have a problem with it, but B-Site just feels like it was tacked on out of obligation. In fact, when you're running down B-Site, the first thing you will see is an arrow pointing to A. It's as if the map itself is telling you, hey, what are you doing? The good plant site is this way. Attackers only have one way into B-Site, and that's through this one hallway that defenders can easily look down, limiting the options attackers have on this side. I know you can technically go through mid into gardens, but at that point, you're so close to defender spawn, you might as well go through there. Also, why is B-Site not in market? There is so much detail and interesting cover around this place that attackers just run through. Meanwhile, the place where all the fighting happens has barely any cover around it at all. I just wish the plant site was either moved over to market, or maybe if they just got rid of that hallway and made the place more open or something like that. I don't know. I assume the devs would have a better idea of how to make this map better, but all I know is that out of all the maps in Ballistic, Cinderwatch is like one of my least favorites. Anyway, let's talk about K-Zone. Oh my god, where do you go in this place? K-Zone is a massive maze that you can get easily lost in. Even after playing a few rounds, I still don't know how to get around. It is a sea of white boxes and narrow passageways that is a pain to go through. The map is so big that if you don't know where you're going, you could easily get turned around and end up walking around in circles. You know what, actually after reading this stuff, I think I'm being like a little bit too harsh on this map. Don't get me wrong, it's not actually that bad of a map. I like the plant sites, and having a big map is a fun contrast to all the medium-sized ones in rotation. I just wish there was a way I could more easily learn the layouts of all these maps. And that's about it. Other than a handful of nitpicks here and there, I still fucking adore this game mode, and this update has only made me love it more. Like I said before, if it's been a while since you last played Ballistic, I would highly recommend that you get a few friends together and play some goofy rounds. I know the fact that it being ranked exclusive makes it a little intimidating, but games don't get brutally hard until you're like in Elite or Champion. We're in Diamond lobbies, and I'm still able to get away with doing bullshit like this.
It just freezes you.
Oh shit! Planted.
At the end here, I do want to ask you all one question. What do you want to see added to Ballistic? I've been brainstorming a video on additions that I would want to see in this game mode for a while now, and I think it's about time I actually put that video together. So leave a comment letting me know what you want to see in Ballistic, and I might feature it in the next video. Who knows? And that's it. You can leave.
Just the one. The damage.
This is... Oh, I'm lagging.
I noticed.
Yeah, I can see.
What in the...
No one
God, the
it
lag saved
helps. Oh, yeah, they're right there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Oh
God.
my god.
Dude,
Oh my god.
what is going on?